Well, look who's here this Monday morning. It's Keith Fitz-Gerald, the man himself. Keith, I know you're bullish, but I got some interesting news for you. Morgan Stanley says, watch out for bonds and stocks next year. They say monetary support is falling, valuations are very high. How do you respond to that?
Well, that's like a weather forecaster. You know, there's clouds on the horizon. Okay, so what? Been there, done that. I think they're off base on this one. The growth is going to continue. It's the inflationary problems and the president's policies that we have to get under control. There's going to be speed bumps, but so what?
Well, wait a minute. Those are significant problems. I mean, inflation is a very significant problem. The Fed's reaction to it is a very, very significant problem. You're just going to slough all that off and say, oh, you think we're going to 5,376 on the S&P by the end of next year? That's a huge gain from here.
That is a huge gain, and I don't say that carelessly, nor do I say that dismissively. Those are outrageous problems, number one, that we don't have to have. But number two, if you believe in capitalism the way I do, you study history the way I do, and I know you have, capitalism favors growth, and your money wants to do that. The trick is letting it alone, getting out of the way, removing the impediments. I think the world's best CEOs are going to get through this regardless of what happens in the White House. But I am absolutely concerned, and right as you point out, because they are monumental problems.
Well, are you discounting this? We keep calling it the wall of money. We calculated it at about $7.5 trillion just flooding into the economy and the markets. Are you discounting that? Or are you saying that's why we're going to 5,300 on the S&P?
That is actually why we're going, and for reasons not a lot of people expect. The president is going to favor growth over stability. He's made it very clear he favors easy money. He wants to shut down oil. He's slammed the door on leases. He's given Russia and China an incentive to keep an OPEC an incentive to keep prices high. He's keeping people at home. Yet all of this money still continues to come in. The very basic economics 101 dictum is that if you have more money chasing fewer goods, the price of everything goes up. The right companies are going to tap into that, and they're going to continue to produce profits through it all.
All right. What would the market do if the president appoints Lyle Brainerd to be chair of the Federal Reserve?
Boy, that's a complete wild card. I got to say, I'm totally speechless on that one, Stuart.
Susan's with me. She's shaking her head and said it'll never happen.
Well, no, I think there will be no market impact because they're pretty much the same when it comes to policy.
Really?
Yeah,
you don't
I
think
so.
a dove as the chair of the Federal Reserve would have no impact on the market?
You don't see any pushback right now from any GOP members in that nomination, so I think everybody's pretty much on board.
On board with Lyle Brainerd?
With Lyle Brainerd, yeah.
Really?
Yes, I don't see that as a difference.
You got 20
Powell.
seconds to respond to that there, Keith.
She's as bright as she gets, and I tell you what, I'm not going to take her on this one. If she's thought it through, then you know what? I'm going to lean her way and say, okay. Because my take is that it is potentially, if there's tight money on the horizon, a serious speed bump.
Yeah, I'm with you entirely, Keith, and I'm against Susan on this one.
Okay.
Despite the fact that it's Monday morning and I want to start the week in the right possible way.
Fair enough.
I think you're totally wrong. All right, the opening bell is about to ring, and we are going to see some green.
Hi, it's Keith here. Thanks for checking out today's highlight clip. What'd you think? Did I make sense? Is there something you'd like to add? Make sure you leave a comment down below, and of course, click subscribe to keep up right here on YouTube, or sign up for the email newsletter at the link below. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram for my real-time thoughts on markets, analysis, and a whole lot more.